It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We are live in Phoenix, Arizona, as the Suns are about to go into this interconference contest. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. This is the first game in the Nets road trip. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
And you wondered coming into the season if this team might have some issues, and that's been the case here thus far. We'll see if they can address those issues. It's a long season and find a way to turn it around.
Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage of it.
I love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Hollis, Jefferson, and Allen together down low. Then it's Russell. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. Now here's Booker. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Booker's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Suns. To the left side wing. Allen passes to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Russell. Shoots over Warren, and it falls over the rim and in.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
Bridges with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bridges has got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Russell against Bridges. Russell with the bucket.
And interesting, you know, Russell's jump shot looks something like a set shot, but that helps him maintain that good, solid base.
Now here's Booker. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis. He kicks it to Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got 5.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Allen, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now here's Ayton. Knocked loose. Warren on the wing. Puts it up from 17. And it's Ayton missing. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. They trail by 1. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner. Now, Josh Jackson, an interesting prospect for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player, maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
And talking about the Jayhawk, Josh Jackson, took him a second to get acclimated. But once he figured it out in the NBA level, he started to become an impact player.
You wonder what the ceiling is for Josh Jackson. It's one thing to be competitive. Now he's trying to look for consistent production on a nightly basis. Steals, blocks, rebounds. That kind of activity will keep him on the floor for some minutes for any coach he plays for.
And here is Ayton after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. No good. Shot missing.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. Mikal Bridges is second.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Here's LeVert, guarded by Jackson. And it's LeVert missing. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
So hard when it's weighted like that and you're competing and you're making mistakes, and then on the other end your opponent is playing flawlessly.
Here's Dinwiddie. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Nets trail by 3. Outside, Russell. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Russell's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018. And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Jackson. He's around 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Yeah, just a bit rough around the edges, GA, but he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them.
Now, here's Warren. 11-point game his last outing. Jackson kicks to Bridges. Back to Jackson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 6.
Huge part of off-season for Jackson is to get more and more consistent and comfortable with that three-point line.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
Bridges dishes to Warren. Pass to Bridges. Jackson from long range. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, when Jackson's shooting like this off the pass, I just think he's so much better. Good preparation with the feet that time.
To the left side wing. Allen finds Hollis Jefferson. Back to Allen. And stolen by Ayton. And stolen by Russell. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's LeVert, guarded by Jackson. Russell left side. Allen passes to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. Buries it down low. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket in this one.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Kenny Atkinson, DA.
I asked him what reasons he cited for their disappointing record so far. He said it's not so easy to put a finger on. I think we may lack the killer instinct of some of the better clubs. We haven't displayed the confidence to finish teams off even when we have them on the ropes. It's been a rough year for them, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
And Josh Jackson has the ability to just ignite and dart in that time, getting aggressive and getting the foul call.
For Phoenix, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Phoenix. Reza comes in for Bridges. So we can't get either to fall. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And the Suns making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Now here's Napier. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big time finish on the rebound.
Crawford against Russell. A 3 ball. He can't hit that time.
Man, that's a clean shot too. You gotta sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Fades away. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Fareed. And now just a 2-point Suns lead. And here's Booker. At the top of the key, Ayton. Over Russell. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. The trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Ariza. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Holmes. And the layup's good off the glass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the paint, Holmes with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Now here's Booker. Napier covering. Crawford kicks to Booker. Inside. Holmes, good. Holmes got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Napier. Lets it go from 14. Another shot. It's tipped. Carroll against Ariza. Here's Holmes. Here's Crawford. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter who is on Jamal Crawford. He's going to bury those contested looks.
Now here's Napier. Tight defense on him. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Free throw drops for Napier. So for the Suns, Anderson comes in for Ayton. And Daniels subbed in for Booker. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Good on both. The Suns have given shooting guard Devin Booker a say in all of the franchise's major decisions, like hiring a coach, free agency, the draft. Brent, is that the right approach?
I'm not sure how much of that is true, Kevin. They might have asked, but how much are they listening to it? I'm not sure. Devin Booker does not quite have the cachet of veteran players that have played 10 or 12 years and have a lot of playoff wins under their belt, but it does feel good for him, I'm sure, to be part of the collaborative.
Now here's Carroll. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
You can blame some poor defense on that play, just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Here's Crawford. It's a 3-point game. Anderson finds Crawford. Back to Anderson from deep 3-point range. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Nets trail by 3. Harris outside. Back to Napier. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Davis, the pass to Fareed. Crawford with the rebound.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best 3-point shooters. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Daniels.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Nets trail by 5. Napier with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. But they get it back. Davis kicks to Carroll. Over Ariza. Good D by Ariza. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good.
Crawford continues to get the job done out there. One of the best sixth men to ever play this game.
That one is no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
To the inside, Fareed, and Fareed throws it down.
It is so hard to contain Fareed when he's wreaking havoc with his activity. You cannot put a cage around the manimal.
And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
6 to shoot. Holmes finds Ariza. Sinks the three-pointer. Ariza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Here's Napier. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, you know, I think that's where it starts, you know, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
So far, they've been active scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Kenneth Fareed is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Crawford. And it's Ariza in the corner. Crawford outside. From deep three-point range, Kenneth Fareed pulls it in. Nets trail by 9. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his 2nd season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. Ariza with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Harris kicks to Fareed. Harris passes to Davis. Rebounded by Holmes.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And it's Carroll with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 9 points. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here is Daniels. Ariza, right side. Crawford trying to free himself up. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the middle. And the basket by Napier. Napier's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Daniels, guarded by Harris. Crawford outside. Here's Holmes. And it's Ariza in the corner. Phoenix no good that time either.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but yet to make another one.
Right side Davis. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Daniels kicks to Holmes. And the pass to Crawford. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 5. To the paint. And Fareed the bucket on the assist by Harris. That's 7 points for Kenneth Fareed.
And really, Fareed is just very comfortable from there. He waits for the right opportunity and then seizes the moment.
Daniels passes to Holmes. Back to Daniels. Crawford outside. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Napier up top, guarded by Crawford. Harris finds Napier. Knocked away. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And the Suns call time. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Bridges against Russell. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 7, stolen by Allen. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Here's Booker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Booker's got 6.
The Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Passes it to Ayton. Warren, good. And the Suns lead by 2.
Ah, the will of Warren, admirable, superb, staying with the contact there.
And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice, so he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
Here's Warren following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton kicks to Booker. No good from outside. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's LeVert, guarded by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
It feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best 4-man and slide him down to the 5, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the floor.
Good examples. And Allen drops them both. The Suns trailing. Bridges passes to Ayton. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Shoots. Allen trying to break free. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. LeVert's got his first bucket of the night. Well, Phoenix shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Allen. 8th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside, Russell takes a three. Here's LeVert, guarded by Jackson. Goes back up. And the layup is good. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Booker finds Jackson. Back to Booker. Here's Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game.
The precision, the focus. You got to admire how Ayton stays zoned in on the basket and not the defense.
Now, here is Russell. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
Count it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Suns trail by 6. Bridges kicks to Warren. Booker outside. Outside Warren. Goes up on the wing, and the shot goes in. And it's 9 points for Mikal Bridges. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Over in the corner, Allen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dinwiddie. Offensive rebound. Allen passes to Hollis Jefferson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Bridges. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Ayton. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Hollis Jefferson finds Russell. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Bridges. Here's Dinwiddie. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Outside Warren. Ayton dishes to Warren. Suns moving the ball around, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 4. You know, T.J. Warren is a great scorer. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the 3-ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. Just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
Now, here is Russell. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Tipped away and stolen by Booker. 1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
The Suns have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one misses. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
Daniels, no good.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper. Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Suns trail by 6. Booker looking around. Stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Rejected by Booker. Allen against Anderson. Booker outside. High quality look, and he sinks it. Booker's got 8 points.
Booker effective that time, close to the basket, taking his time to cash in.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets. They're up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after 1/2 of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 4. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Suns trail by 4. We've got Josh Jackson. Bridges out there with Devin Booker. Then it's TJ Warren. And it's Ayton in at center. That's the group for Igor Kokoshkov getting going here in the second half.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Bridges with it. Outside Warren. In the corner, it's Bridges. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 11. Here's Dinwiddie. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Booker. The finish and the dunk by Booker.
That's an instinctual scoring play from Devin Booker.
The Nets with the lead. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Dinwiddie. That one wide left.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
For the tie, Ayton. It's good. This game is all even. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. To the wing right side. Bridges with the steal. Here's Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
The Nets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Pass to LeVert. Will it go? Can't cash in from close range. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And here is Bridges. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Here's LeVert, guarded by Jackson. Kicks it to Russell. Allen in the post. Here's LeVert, guarded by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Toronto. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Brooklyn, 6.5 games behind them.
And seeing where the Nets are, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yeah, with the quality of a lot of teams they're now staring up at, it's going to be difficult for them to bounce back from this kind of start and make a huge climb up the standings.
The Suns have gone 6 of 11 from the line tonight. Some changes for Phoenix. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Warren. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Josh Jackson. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Davis has checked in. And that one falls for Bridges. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Now let's take a second to bring up our rookie leaderboard for a glance at this year's top first-year free throw shooters. Mikal Bridges, #1.
Yeah, he doesn't miss that many, does he? I mean, great skill level to go with his obvious talent. He's taking full advantage every time he draws a whistle.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He has 6. Pass to LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Here's Dinwiddie. He kicks it to Russell. Got a hand on it.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Suns have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Phoenix. Fareed's checked in for Brooklyn.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin Booker possesses a lot of great talent. The question around the league is, when the team becomes competitive that he's playing with, can he consistently carry the load on his shoulders?
Now here's Fareed. He's got 7. Poke loose. Here's Dinwiddie. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Dinwiddie's got 8.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Suns.
Crawford kicks to Ariza. And there's the pass to Holmes. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 8. And it's good for 2. He's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Booker finds Crawford. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Crawford's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Yeah, scratching my head trying to remember the last time that they missed. They're on an absolute tear.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
Booker outside. Back to Crawford. Over Russell. Crawford, no luck. Nets trail by 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Davis surveying the 4. Outside Russell. Lock at 6. From 13. Here's Fareed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
That free throw good from Fareed.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious.
And Phoenix making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Levert. Harris comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And it's Napier in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Both free throws good from Fareed. Now here's Crawford. He's got 8. On the wing, Booker. Kicks it out to Crawford. Off target from outside. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the athleticism always been NBA caliber. Carroll showing it off there with the finish.
Passes to Booker. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Daniels, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. They get it back. And here's Harris from the arc. That shot is off. Good D by Booker. To the middle. Here's Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
And pretty great shot selection from Anderson on that play. The D doesn't want him to get a clean look at the basket at all.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his 2nd decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back 9 of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you don't want to send Anderson to the free throw line. He's shooting better than 85% during his career.
In the corner, Napier with it, down low, Carroll, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Here's Holmes, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Holmes got 6.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Nets trail by 5. Now Napier. 6 points for him. A floater. The shot comes out. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
Harris kicks to Fareed. They get a hand on it. Harris dishes to Fareed. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Devin Booker. Averaging about 18 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
That free throw good from Fareed. And Brooklyn making a change here. Russell's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Suns leading by 6. Ariza passes to Daniels. Sinks the triple. Daniels has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
And stolen by Booker. He feeds it to Ariza. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Russell. 14 points for him. Pass to Carroll. Five on the clock. Here's Fareed. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Fareed's got 12.
And that's just really a stellar job by Fareed to come away with the rebound, tirelessly working for the offensive board.
And the Suns call time here. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Suns. Josh Jackson comes in for Trevor Ariza. The Nets also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Davis, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Shabazz Napier. Now here's Booker, 17 points in the game. Warren with the ball, now guarded by Fareed. Fires the three. Daniels, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. Nets trail by 9. To the left side wing. Russell with a wide open look. And he gets it to go from the corner. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
A scoring machine right now. Russell with the shoot-first mindset tonight and making it look easy.
And Booker kicks to Holmes. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Pass to Daniels. Jackson down low. Fareed defending. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Here's Dinwiddie, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Nets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
In a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Booker finds Jackson. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. Goes up the baseline. It's good. Jackson's got 11.
Wanting to become more consistent as a threat, especially from the mid-range. Nice to see Josh knock that down.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Down low. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. And here's Carroll, defended by Booker. Carroll with it. 7 points in the game.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Nets. Floats one. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. Phoenix with the ball. 8-point game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside, Russell. It's Carroll on the wing. Outside, Russell. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Carroll is the 3 with Hollis Jefferson at the 4. Then it's Russell. Then there's Allen. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Carroll against Booker. Clock at 4. Takes a shot at the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out. Suns leading by 8. He dishes it to Jackson.
And Jackson with a good job there. His size and length and then his burst help him get those foul calls.
No good on that one.
And the number of fouls he's drawn has resulted in a bunch of trips to the line. So even if he doesn't make them all, it still had a positive effect.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And the free throw line has not been kind to him tonight. And that's a running theme. It's something he's got to work on. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And that one falls for Bridges. LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws good from Bridges. Nets trail by 10. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dinwiddie's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And Booker, no fear at going to the basket. He's got the size as a 2-guard to do that.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Booker. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's LeVert. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Ayton. Kicks to Warren. Corner shot, and he hits the jump shot. And the Suns lead by 10.
T.J. Warren trusts that shot. Trust me, fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
Allen, the bounce pass. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Here's Hollis Jefferson.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Crawford outside. Outside Warren. Latre. The shot will not fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player. I really love how effective he's become on both ends.
And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Warren kicks to Ayton. Off target from three-point range. Carroll passes to Dinwiddie. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Crawford. Feeds to Warren. Sinks that one from the post.
And you don't want to give T.J. Warren, who's a gifted scorer, that kind of positioning. You're just gifting him points.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Dinwiddie. Here's LeVert, defended by Bridges. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Suns leading by 9. Pass to Warren. And here is Ayton. Crawford outside. He kicks to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the shot by Warren, no good. And stolen by Ayton. Crawford outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Crawford angling his body right into the contact. He doesn't mind slithering his way in there.
And he makes the first. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Phoenix. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set. Not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Ariza up top. Knocked loose. Warren finds Ariza. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 9. To the left side wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. They get a hand on it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Now here's Crawford. And it's Ariza in the corner. Ayton with it. He's against Allen. And that one's good, Ayton.
You know, even when you contest Ayton, he still is capable of making it, especially when he's that close.
Nets trail by 11. Over to the left wing. It's Allen on the wing. Over Ayton. Allen's shot is off.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
There's the lob to the hoop. The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's LeVert. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. To the paint. Here's Warren. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Carroll kicks to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's LeVert. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Russell's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Phoenix leading by 12. And Booker kicks to Warren. To the inside. Booker trying to free himself up, and it's Ayton missing.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Dinwiddie, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter. Booker the pass to Warren. Back to Booker. He dishes it to Ayton. High post try. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
And he knocks down the first one. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
Suns leading by 8. Booker finds Warren. Back to Booker. Warren with the ball. Outside Ariza. Outside Warren. It's Ariza on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. Ariza's got 5 points now this quarter.
And three-pointers constituting the majority of Ariza's shot attempts in recent years. He won't hesitate.
Here's LeVert. With the teardrop. Got a piece of it.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Nets trail by 11. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. No good on the second free throw. Suns leading by 11. Booker outside. It's stolen. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Floats one up and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Russell against Bridges. On the wing, Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Allen kicks to Russell. Dives for it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. The shot from the low post is good. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge.
Booker up top. It's Ariza on the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell shooting more and more free throws. And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Now here's Booker. Out left to the wing. Bridges passes to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And 8 in the bucket on the assist by Warren. Warren's got 4 assists in the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Russell against Ariza. Russell dishes to Allen. Here's LeVert. Softly drops in the floater.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Booker outside. Over in the corner, Warren. Back to Booker. Ball's knocked loose. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
The drive by Booker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 6. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Devin Booker.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 6. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. Good!
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Was sure on those free throws, extending that lead and making it comfortable.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the game. .23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Russell against Bridges. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Relax on the first.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's LeVert. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.